Is love really enough for a successful relationship? Let's ponder that question for a moment. The idea of love has long been held as the cornerstone of a successful relationship. It's been painted in dazzling colors in our favorite movies, sung about in heart-wrenching ballads, and woven into the very fabric of the novels we hold dear. The notion that love conquers all is deeply ingrained in our culture. It's so pervasive that we often forget to question it, accepting it as an absolute truth. We're led to believe that if we love someone and they love us back, then that's all we need. We're taught that love, in its purest form, is enough to weather any storm, to overcome any obstacle. The idea is beautiful, poetic even. But is it realistic? Can love, in all its glory and complexity, truly be the sole foundation of a lasting, fulfilling relationship? But is love really the all-encompassing ingredient for a successful relationship? Let's delve into the psychology of love. Love, a four-letter word that carries such immense weight and importance in our lives. Yet do we truly understand what it means? Let's take a step back and view love from a psychological perspective. First, we have the triangular theory of love, proposed by renowned psychologist Robert Sternberg. According to Sternberg, love is not a singular emotion but a composition of three different components: intimacy, passion, and commitment. Intimacy is the warm, close, and bonded feeling in loving relationships. It's that sense of understanding and shared experiences that make us feel connected to someone. Passion, on the other hand, is the drive that leads to romance and physical attraction. It's the butterflies in your stomach when you see someone you're attracted to, and the desire to be physically close to them. Lastly, commitment. This is the decision to stay with someone in the long term, even when the journey gets tough. It's choosing to work through disagreements and rough patches because you believe in the relationship and the person you're with. Interestingly, what we commonly understand as love often only covers the intimacy and passion aspects. We think of love as the warm fuzzies and the heart-racing excitement. But Sternberg argues that a complete love, a consummate love as he calls it, needs all three components. So, why do we tend to overlook commitment? Perhaps it's because commitment requires work. It's not as thrilling as passion or as comforting as intimacy. It's a deliberate choice, a conscious effort, and sometimes that's not as appealing. But here's the thing. Without commitment, love is incomplete. Without it, relationships can easily fall apart, even when there's plenty of intimacy and passion. Clearly, love is more complex than we often make it out to be. Love isn't just about feeling good and having fun, it's also about making choices and standing by them. It's about understanding that love isn't just a feeling, it's also an action. And that perhaps is the most crucial part of love's psychology. So, why isn't love enough? It's a question that has puzzled many of us who have ever been in love. Love, in all its beauty and intensity, seems like it should be the ultimate bond, the glue that holds two people together. Yet we see relationships crumble all the time, despite the love that exists between the individuals. Let's delve a little deeper. There are numerous studies that show how relationships based solely on love can fail. For instance, a research study conducted at Stanford University found that couples who based their relationships solely on love were more likely to break up compared to those who also prioritized other factors such as compatibility, shared goals, and mutual respect. Think about it. Love is an emotion, and like all emotions, it's transient. It ebbs and flows, it can be fickle. It's not a solid foundation upon which to build a relationship. Love can make us overlook red flags, ignore incompatibilities, and blur our vision of reality. It can make us believe that everything will work out, even when all signs point to the contrary. Consider the countless examples of relationships where, despite love being present, factors such as lack of communication, incompatibility, and unmet expectations lead to the end of the relationship. You might love someone deeply, but if you can't communicate effectively with them, if your life goals don't align, if your expectations of the relationship aren't met, then the love you feel can become a source of pain rather than joy. Moreover, love doesn't automatically translate into understanding, patience, or respect, the cornerstones of a healthy relationship. Love doesn't teach us how to navigate conflict, how to compromise, or how to maintain our individuality while being part of a couple. And so, as wonderful as it is, as much as it can make our hearts sing and our spirits soar, love in itself isn't enough. It's a critical part of the equation, yes, but it's not the entire equation. Love, while important, clearly isn't the only factor in a successful relationship. What then, apart from love, contributes to a successful relationship? Well, love, while pivotal, isn't the sole ingredient in the recipe for relationship success. There are other critical factors that often have a more significant role in the long-term success of a relationship. Among these are trust, communication, respect, shared values, and compatibility. Let's start with trust. Trust is the cornerstone of any relationship. Without it, love can quickly turn into jealousy, suspicion, and bitterness. It's about feeling secure, knowing that your partner respects you and is committed to you. Ultimately, trust is the bedrock upon which love can thrive. Next up is communication. Good communication is key to understanding and being understood. It's about more than just talking, it's about listening, really hearing your partner, and expressing yourself honestly and openly. Love without communication can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and resentment. Then we have respect. Respect is about valuing your partner as an individual, acknowledging their feelings, ideas, and experiences. It's about treating each other with kindness, even in disagreements. Love without respect can often morph into control or manipulation. Shared values too play a significant role. These are the beliefs and principles that guide your life. When you share similar values, you're more likely to have a common understanding of what's important in life, what constitutes right and wrong, and what your shared goals are. Love without shared values can lead to conflict and disappointment. And lastly, compatibility. This isn't about having identical interests, but about being able to enjoy your time together, being comfortable in each other's company, and having a shared vision for your future. Love without compatibility can feel like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. These factors, often overlooked in the face of love, are critical to the success of a relationship. It's important to remember that love, while essential, is just one piece of the puzzle. A successful relationship requires a blend of love, trust, communication, respect, shared values, and compatibility. So, is love really enough for a successful relationship? We've delved deep into this question today, pulling apart the complexities of love and relationships. We've explored the psychology of love, acknowledging its power and beauty. We've also recognized that love alone is not enough. It cannot mend the rifts caused by incompatibility, lack of communication, or differing life goals. We've underscored the importance of other critical factors like mutual respect, trust, and shared values. These are the pillars that hold a relationship steady in the stormiest of seas. Love may be the spark, but these factors are the fuel that keeps the fire burning. It's clear that a successful relationship is like a well-oiled machine, needing various parts to function smoothly. Love, as crucial as it is just one of those parts. As we've seen, while love is a beautiful and important part of a relationship, it is not, in and of itself, enough for a successful relationship.